to lean in.
What's going on, everybody? It is me again, and it is time to lean in, bitch. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live, as Chase has named it. I am your host, and I'm here with Chase and Jayne, some of my favorite co-hosts. And we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12, episode 12, Beverly Hills Blackout. Beverly Hills boring as hell. That's what I'm gonna call it, because that's just me. I don't know. I feel like Jamie just said, they're setting things up. That's fine, but I don't want to be set up. I just want to. Oh, you know how when you have sex, you gotta put the head in, baby, put it all the way.
Whoa! How did we get here?
I'm just saying that's the equivalent of what I want. Just give it to me because they've been doing a good job. But nonetheless, how y'all doing today, Chase and Jamie?
I'm doing great. Blessed and highly favored. Happy hump day.
Well, look at you and your mug.
It's hump day.
Well, I had to show that because y'all read me in the group chat last week because y'all couldn't see my.
But I asked you on air what was your mug. But I wanted to say, you know what? We're so used to Beverly Hills starting out slow, and around this time in the season, everything picks up. That the fact that it started hot and now it's getting slow, it's just they need to figure this shit out. There's too many girls and ain't too many people contributing. So it's time to roll some heads to roll, honey.
Listen,
we gonna talk about some stuff. But now we not gonna do just because it's a board episode. Don't mean we always gonna do the verses. That was fun last week, but we ain't gonna do that every week. It was a good time. If you watched last week, I saw the feedback. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. It seems like everybody wants to do it for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all be patient. It's gonna happen. Okay, y'all just want to kick folks off, and we ain't gonna. It ain't gonna work like that. But of course, before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And just shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I see Mel, I see Sasuke. I hope you feeling better, child.
Oh, yeah.
I may have COVID. I'm gonna find out in a couple of hours, but I may.
Oh God.
I ate it. Babe may have brought it home. I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Oh wow!
I hope she's feeling better. I saw that Indigo says she has laryngitis. I hope you feel better too. Indigo.
No.
What's going on, Taylor, Jasmine, David? All right, y'all. Let's get started.
Hey, y'all.
We got a lot to talk about because even though we're giving it, still
do it.
We don't, but we gonna make the best of it. You know,
we're gonna try. We're gonna chat.
Right. So last week we finished off at Diana's Christmas party. And Erika was, having a conversation with Crystal. And basically, she made the comment about the girls shouldn't have a damn chicken tender or chicken tender. And, since pulled little Crystal onto the side on her couch over there. And she just kind of she didn't really cry. They kept flashing to her or whatever. But I mean, I thought they was going to expand on that more, but they didn't. They just kind of just left it at that. So, I mean, did you have any thoughts on that? We said last week it was very problematic anyway. But I think TKC, while he was on here battling Chase, also said
was it a battle?
It was a battle.
You felt red.
I did. I really did. I really did.
He said that it was also problematic for Garcelle to say to her she looks very thin and good. Yeah. So, any thoughts on this conversation before we move on?
I thought that it was weird that of all the topics Crystal has cried over, the one that is literally threatening her health, she kind of laughed about, maybe Erika was trying to help, but it didn't help. I'm like, girl, you were crying about the word dark. Like this you're choosing to be cool about? It was just odd.
She's probably out of damn tears. She's been crying the whole damn season. I mean,
it's because a white lady told her that. Y'all know that.
Let's
wake them up.
You're right.
Okay. Told her that. That's why she didn't do nothing.
Who? Are you talking about because Crystal? Yeah, I thought they would make more of it, but they didn't. It was kind of like they just kind of just praised up and like, oh, okay, I guess.
Let's wake them up.
I mean, and I get it that she probably didn't want to talk about it at a party, but in your confessional, can we at least expound on it a little bit?
Yes, I agree. I don't know. All cried out. She did cry the entire trip in Mexico. She is out. Okay, so then we get Kathy's there as we saw last week. It really wasn't any excitement about her last week, but this week she meets Sheree. What I got from it is she said Sheree looked like as if she already met her before. And they show this flashback to try to save her ass and saying that last year she said that she looked like Kyle, but child, what I got from Michelle, all black folks look alike. Cause I'm just like, and that's what I got from it. But they tried to save it with production. Did y'all have any thoughts on that?
Look,
everybody knows.
Kathy Hilton just doesn't recognize
exactly, Sass K.
I was just gonna say, you know, in the words of the great Brandy D. Norwood, everybody knows almost doesn't count. Production, nice try. But what you did was you end up throwing that lady further under the bus by saying her old ass think all black people look alike.
Basically.
And is she trying to say Kyle is a sister? Because
that's what I was about to say. I was like, so then by proxy, Kyle looks like a black lady.
So Kyle's in blackface? Is that what she's saying?
She's not.
Now see.
Dorit's been this season. That little preview for next week when it shows Dorit on the phone. That lady was Cherokee. She was very dark, and I will use that word, and Crystal can eat me up later. Dark.
What do I think about Asher singing the damn Christmas song? Oh, nice.
Work, bitch.
He sounded good, actually. I thought he sounded pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
Child, see, this is why. Go ahead. Yo, you go, Chase. I'm gonna say something.
I was gonna say, what an American Idol reject is this? Like,
child, this is why so many gay men think that they can release singles because they have friends that tell them that they can sing good. They pay them $50 in an open bar to perform at a Christmas party, and now you have them trying to do a crowdfunded music video, and the rest of us just have to smile on Twitter whenever they ask us to share it. Like, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
But my music good though, so you know.
But the girls were crying.
Of course, baby.
Well, my music good though. You know what
the girls were crying. Y'all didn't feel it? No.
Them bitches weren't crying. They were trying to squeeze that tear out. It just wouldn't come.
Well, Erika said she could sing too, and she was trying to sing that. I will say, people like Erika in those kind of moments definitely annoy me. So I don't understand how more people in the room weren't annoying, regardless of what the cat. Yeah, she was just out of whack.
She sounded like a cat.
She sounded a mess.
But you know what though? Erika was the girl at karaoke. Like, there's this infamous karaoke bar. If you girls come on down to the ATL on Thursday nights, G's.
There are
G's. G's are the girls that come out there because it's showtime at the Apollo, and there's girls that come out there to have fun, right? So the girls that get out there to have fun, they just sing in a karaoke song. Whether they can really sing or not sing, they just there to have fun. You got showtime at the Apollo in the corner over there. So what you singing? All night, all night, divine. Bitch, if you don't shut up when I'm trying to sing the song over here.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the part that took me down.
Like, we didn't ask you to sing. Chill out.
The part that took me down was when Erika yelled, "Hit that high note," and he said,
"He did."
Well,
I tell you, I just knew
he was about to hit it.
What was the name of the karaoke bar? I think you did karaoke before a long time ago, Chase. It's over there, like off Piedmont.
I think right now.
Is it Burkhart's? I believe Burkhart's.
It's right next. Oh, Burkhart's.
Yeah,
it's no longer Burkhart's, but yes.
Well, that's what it was. That's when I used to go to karaoke. I haven't been to G's, but I do see the videos. People do karaoke a lot in Atlanta over there.
Yeah.
All right. So after there's a conversation, Erika's drunk as hell. She's talking to Kathy and basically sharing her condolences and saying how sorry she feels. Basically, she couldn't make the wedding. I guess she didn't go to the wedding. She was invited. She decided not to go. And she breaks out into tears and just talks about how she did not want to bring that shame and bring that energy and whatever she had going on within her life to that wedding. And personally, I'm just gonna say it's just kind of embarrassing to see this on camera. And I feel like, these girls are not really her friends because even Renna in that moment, I feel like somebody needs to realize, okay, yes, it's the reality TV, but at what point does it become too much? You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to get played back. And productions look for moments like this. Like, I don't know if it's
absolutely.
But she looked completely ridiculous and sloppy in my eyes. Like, the words were fumbling. It's just to the point to where maybe she does have a problem. I mean, it just sounds crazy. I mean, I'm sorry, she does have a problem. Maybe she has a severe problem because she has a problem. I'm gonna say that she has a problem.
It was just like, girl, out of all the rich white folk at Kathy Hilton and Paris's wedding, you think your fraud is going to be the talk of the town? Like, out of all those people, your fraud is the one that people are going to be talking about.
Well, I mean, and also, who gives a shit? Like, some people don't care.
Yeah, I don't think they even thought twice that she wasn't there. Nobody said, "Oh my God, it's Erika Jayne here." They probably was like,
"She got a pity invite because they're cast members."
Paris Hilton spent the 2,000 flashing her pussy, falling out drunk, got arrested for cocaine. You think anybody cares about what Erika Jayne is doing today?
No.
Like, girl, show up to that wedding.
I mean, now I will say, after this recent lawsuit, I am curious to know what the hell is going on.
It's a lot of mess going on.
It's a lot of
because her son is in that lawsuit as well. Her son's name is in that lawsuit.
Baby,
well, let the record show.
She thought he the only one. Didn't Kyle? Didn't what's his name? Kyle's husband get in there too? They mentioned
add that to the long list of lawsuits Mauricio's.
Our names may be up in there for talking about.
No, hell no, y'all know.
Hold up, we got to end the show.
I don't want my name associated with any of this.
They gonna put our name in there for last season. Chase, you weren't here last season, so you probably in the clear. But Danny and Jamie and me, we gonna get.
Baby, I was out boots, bitch. I got to go.
No, child. Everybody in the chat name is in there. Kyra name definitely.
Everybody. Kyra's name is definitely in that.
Kyra Shaw, attorney at law.
But so after she does that, Kyle talks about. She brings up a conversation. She talks about Sutton getting COVID and being alone for Christmas, and Garcelle tells Kathy, necessarily what Erika did. So they separate two different conversations. Garcelle tells Kathy like what Erika did to her son, and it's basically how out of control she's been. And Kathy, she confirms and says, yeah, she is out of control. Looks like Kathy was kind of like, oh, this is because even in the conversation when she was telling her about the Paris thing, she was looking at her like,
yeah, please stop this.
Like somebody get her, but nobody was getting her. And so at this moment, Kyle is still saying, cut her some slack. And I don't know how much. I don't know how many moments does she get to have to where it's like, okay, this is because even watching the show, I think with Kyle at some point, yes, because she has a sister, but her reasoning that she keeps giving is she doesn't want to use that word because of her sister. And I feel like, girl, that's the exact reason why you need to be looking at this because you've gone through this and you should understand. But go ahead, Chase.
Is that not the exact word she used about her sister? I mean, we wouldn't know
in season 13, season finale or episode season 1. Oh my God, episode 1, season 13, whatever.
You're a liar and a drunk and an alcoholic.
So the thing is, Garcelle isn't even pushing people to call her an alcoholic. At this point, Garcelle was like, we have to acknowledge that she's doing way too fucking much. Like, she's got a problem, and we got to acknowledge that. And so there's two different people, and you could tell that Kathy absolutely is triggered by the way Kim dealt with her issues because Kathy and Kim were a hell of a lot closer. Kathy took care of him.
He has the attitude about it that Kyle should have, and it's honestly, absolutely. I almost see why these two may fall out at some point in this season because this is the exact reason why Kathy didn't talk to Kyle forever. You know what I'm saying? Her sister, the whole alcoholism. So if this is the true thing and the way that Kathy's feeling against Erika, I truly feel like this may be one of the reasons. I don't know.
It's truly baffling to me to see, that you're so readily willing and able to label your sister or out your sister or confirm something about your sister, but a complete utter stranger who that's not blood, that's not family. You're more protective over bitches that's not your blood than bitches that are your blood. She is just the weirdest bitch. I'm sorry. Now, I know y'all don't like me saying the B word, but that's the B word.
Bitch, she's a bitch. And it's weird that she was so quick to label Crystal a potster, or what is she called, disingenuous, and she was a gaslighter or whatever. But to see Erika falling down drunk, legs over her head, cussing out a child, that's her just having fun. Like, this is the thing that has bothered me with Kyle for so long, is because she really does pick and choose when she wants to acknowledge behaviors that she doesn't like. And this whole episode, it was very clear that everybody except Garcelle was on a mission to gun for Sutton, including fucking Kyle. And it was just like Kyle picks and chooses and picks the most random things to like, these are the problems I have with people, when her friend is like vomiting over there on her lap on a couch.
I think that, you know what? You know, I can't be completely sure because, of course, I don't know these people, but this, of course, goes way back because they old as hell, right? And, you know, if you've disassociated yourself from your family for as many years as Kyle has and has chosen to make her friends her family, you know what I mean? This is what the end result is. And really, like, Kathy wanted to slap shit out of her on camera. Like,
oh, I
like,
wish
why are
would.
you bringing her up?
Especially
you know what I mean?
when she brought up Kim.
Yeah,
yeah. She was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm sorry, excuse me, really quickly, Cortez. But Jamie, I kind of have to slightly disagree with you. I feel like a part of that too is Garcelle, you know, wanting to shift the focus from Sutton and take down Erika. Not saying whether that's right or wrong. We haven't gotten into that conversation, but I don't necessarily feel. Wait, I'm sorry. I read something I wasn't supposed to read. Okay, go ahead.
No, read it. Read it.
No, I'm not reading that aloud. I'm not gonna read that aloud.
No, I completely agree with you. We've all said over the last 2 or 3 episodes that
okay, I just cannot. I'm sorry. Listen, there is someone in the chat that is going off about a whole other show. I just don't understand.
Oh, I just
in this moment,
I'm not reading it.
I can't. Anyway, keep going, Jamie. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. No, I'm sorry. That other show is on Mondays.
Go ahead, she missed the live. She missed the live, and she wants to get her.
No, she was there. She was there.
Oh God.
She was there. I saw the same comments on Monday. She was there.
Oh,
Go ahead, Jamie.
Please. Not copy and paste.
I really caught me off guard, y'all, because I be like talking, listening, reading, watching. It's all like I'm all over the place. So that's why I was like,
child, what in the world?
I agree with you, Chase. I mean, we've acknowledged for the past 2 or 3 episodes, Garcelle absolutely has an agenda against Erika. But at this point, she came in and was like, girl, Erika is doing the fucking most. I can't be the only one that sees it. And I was this close to applauding Crystal when Crystal was kind of nodding, but then she chose to give her opinion in a damn confessional talking about Kyle doesn't like to call people out when they're wrong. I want my friends to call me out when I'm wrong. And I'm like, they've done that. You cried. And I would also like my friends to say something in the fucking moment, Crystal.
So I don't. My thing is, I guess with Kyle, the blindly supporting Erika when you don't do that for other people, it's like she just she's weird. She moves so weird. I
think
weird.
We got our answer this week, Cortez.
Yep. I would respect her more if she said Erika's my friend, and that's just the end of it. Y'all, I'm never going to agree with y'all on this thing. Cool. Instead of this fake, well, we'll see how that pans out. When people's names is in it, we'll see what happens.
I feel like that is the reason. I really do at this point. Because it has to be. Obviously, it's something else. It wasn't just she took alcohol and pills. I was paraphrasing Teresa Giudice, but obviously there's something else. Because there's are they bumping pocketbook? What is going on?
Well, we said this last season.
Lesbian
relationship.
Words to icon Lisa Nicole. Big up.
Well, we said that last year because remember we questioned why Lisa was blindly backing up Erika, and somebody, I think it probably was Miss Kyra, who said that you chase the money back. Erika invested money into Lisa's lip company at the time. So where is that money going to be traced? And listen, now we've got lawsuits over.
Erika said she's getting a lot of sex. You think it's coming from somebody in the Fox 45?
Hell yeah.
It's coming from
Brandon.
It's Brandon.
Not they in there. Not they bumping pocketbooks. Yes, pocketbooks.
Not with that dry coochie. It's gonna catch a forest fire. That's why California's burning.
Listen, I'm not mad at it, but child, I just don't know.
We don't care. We just want the answer so it can make sense. That's all.
I don't want the answers at all. I do not care.
I need the answers. I want to know. I'm like Marvin Gaye.
After that scene right there, we do see the scene with Erika, Diana, and Renna, where Diana is constantly, embarrassing herself. She's talking to not Diana, Erika. She's talking to Renna and saying how Amelia has helped her get out of her situation. I'm like, what is this bitch talking about? Because Amelia had depression. Was it depression and Was it like what was wrong with me? I can't remember the exact thing it was that happened with
everything.
Her. She was like, it was drug addiction too, right?
Pills or something, I believe.
It was something in that area. So she's equating the situation to that, and she says that helped her. And it's to the point to where the girl can't even really stand up and talk, and the words are fumbling. Diana suggests that Erika stay at the house. I'm like, girl, Diana's trying to get back to being a madam, because Erika, if you stay, you ain't coming back out, R. Kelly.
Listen,
but they ended up escorting her out, and she's like stumbling out. I'm like, this is just really embarrassing. Like, I don't mind a drunk moment, but to see it on TV, I just feel like this is like, girl, you do have a problem, especially knowing what you're doing.
This is the third, fourth event.
Correct. And it's odd. It looks like Renna in this moment was like, okay, let's get her out of here. Look like maybe. Do y'all think that Renna, and we'll talk about it again, like, y'all think Renna was genuine and feeling like, okay, this bitch may have a problem or not?
No, Renna's concerned about what it's going to come across for viewers, because their later season, where they talk about Erika having a problem, was the most scripted piece of television I have ever seen in my entire life. Erika's been in this industry, Renna's been in this industry long enough. She knows what optics looks like. We got to get ahead of this. We got to do good. Absolutely. Like, that lady has saved her ass, or attempted to save her ass, so many fucking times. Like, she knows how to play tabloid. She knows how to play the camera. At this point, she's in her, 8th season? She got an executive producer credit. It's just weird that
so Diana... You felt like it was her conversation with her was like not genuine. It was disingenuous.
Nothing genuine about that shit. Renna doesn't have a genuine bone in her body.
If anything, I want to know when it was filmed, because they have a habit on the shows of filming things out of sequence or airing things out of sequence. I would like to know where in the pipeline this was filmed in relation to Garcelle bringing this up to the girls, so that they can use this against her later by saying, see, I'm her friend because I went to her directly. You, Garcelle, went behind everybody's back.
Yeah.
And didn't come to Erika directly to make her look bad. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder when this is done.
Either way, these ladies ain't stupid, and we're dumb to think that Kyle has not already told them what's being
I ain't
discussed.
dumb. I know she told them.
You would be dumb to think that Kyle is just, oh, well, I'm not going to hurt. They know. They ain't stupid. These bitches. It's just weird that Diana has such contempt for Sutton, saying she's gross, she's uncouth, she's A, B, C, or D. Meanwhile, Erika's legs are on the outside couch behind her head, and she's slurring her words and falling down. And Diana's just like, well, maybe that's how she gets the girls to work for her. She drugs them. Allegedly.
I was going to say that now. I was going to ask you guys on the panel and everybody in the chat, how much money do you think she can get for a drunk Sutton? How much do you think she can get for a drunk Erika?
Oh, that's so rude. You're so mean.
Diana.
How much think you not much. I mean,
well, she can get something on the street for that Erika, though, that drunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to block this user because they are just going crazy. I mean,
that is why I was laughing. You guys.
I don't understand. You can what? I don't.
I can tell you what I was reading. So I was in the middle of my comment, right? And then it said, such as they who shall not be named is blocked for 5 minutes. And I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah, they were blocked for 5 minutes and they're blocked indefinitely. How about that?
You can say the name now. Can I say the name? We're gonna bully them.
Like, there's nothing wrong with expressing your disdain from anybody in the chat, but I mean, if it's one, we're not even talking about that show. Let's start there. Two, like every second is a curse word. Curse. Let's be respectful. That's fine. You gotta like nobody, but Jesus, it's too much. It's too much. But they're blocked indefinitely. They can go and make another account and watch it they want. They'll block that one too. All right. So
wait, when you block somebody, does it take their like and their subscription away?
I don't even care. It ain't even worth it. They gonna do all of that in the chat. Honestly, we don't do it. That's too much. That's too much. All right. So later on, Garcelle and Diana have a quick conversation. Diana apologizes to Garcelle. Do you think that it was genuine or not?
It's all calculated. They're trying to ice.
Today's segment should be genuine or not. Okay, so let's be everything. You're gonna ask the same question: was it genuine or not? The apology that she gave to Garcelle.
She's trying to ice Sutton out, and she's being fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. And Garcelle ain't having it, and I love that for her.
Check.
I don't really know. I don't know. You know, I feel like she may be sorry, but for what?
Because she just basically said she was sorry for acting that way at a party. She said that Garcelle came in a moment where Sutton had said so many things to her, and she felt like she was taking her side. But I mean, what she was apologizing for, especially here in her confessional, it sounded like she was just like, "Oh, I apologize, but you know, I still got my eye on you." That's kind of what I got.
Yeah.
So then you know what? I'm gonna have to say it was fake because did she apologize for bringing that book to the lady party?
I feel like she should apologize for the text message and the book. That would have been more direct.
Nothing. Maybe no.
Nothing.
I apologize for taking out my frustration on you. Maybe is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because she was already frustrated.
The text message got glossed over. She said, "Oh, I sent that text message, but you showed up." And her apology was contingent on Sutton made me act this way. It was all Sutton. I'm like, girl, we sat through here. What I love at the end of it, when she said, "But I can feel there's something on your face that says you really like me." And Garcelle said, "All right, well, it was real nice talking to you. I gotta go.
Get my stuff now.
Let me go.
The car's outside waiting."
Yeah, it seems like nobody in here believes that Diana was.
She's as fake as her lips.
Yeah, that's what David and Kylie said as genuine.
You know what? I don't think Diane licked her lips tonight. So kudos.
You just said last week you weren't giving her nothing. You gave her a clap.
Okay. Now
I don't want to have to see that.
You are fake. You are fake.
You just said you weren't giving her nothing.
I'm fake. You didn't do villain, baby.
Okay.
Villain, baby. You want me to butthead you? I'm just glad the hoe ain't lick her lips this week.
Why are you over here filming? You just had an abortion. Why? You supposed to be on bed.
What is going on? Who said that?
That's what she said. That's what Sutton asked about the party. All right.
She did want to know that.
She did. All right. So after that, we get a scene with Dorit and PK. Now, this confused the hell out of me because they're talking about this DUI that he got, and PK, his reasoning, Beverly Hills have some damn lies, and they stories just never they just lie and then lie and then lie and lie, like Jayne is doing. So he talks about getting the DUI, which you can actually find an article about, getting, pulled over for an alleged DUI. Apparently he was under the limit, but when they pulled over, he was like over the limit. So he took it twice, but he couldn't call her to let her know, and she was upset. She thinks he's lying, and she basically says, like, one thing, I don't like about our marriage is lying. And basically, it was very much so a case of something ain't adding up, babe. Like, I know we talked about this, but something ain't adding up. What was really going on? And so, did y'all have any thoughts on this scene, specifically how Dorit was trying to handle PK? I found it to be very randomly put in the episode. Just because I didn't feel like it was needed, but Dorit has to film something, I guess, because she's I
liked her better as the friend of the show when she was orgasming over tchotchkes from Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't care about nothing about her life.
Do y'all think he was lying, or do y'all think that she just?
I didn't pay enough attention. I don't care.
I did kind of get up, but what I will say is,
what you get up and go do?
I had to actually go use the restroom. Okay,
number 1 or 2.
The bathroom. I was home, but
won't you know all that?
Well, I'm home, so it's the bathroom.
No, not you. I'm talking about Jamie. Jamie said 1 or 2. I said, won't you know all that?
I wouldn't dare tell that, even if it was 3.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
I'm joking. It was 1. But there's a song for things like this, and Dorit thinks she's a star anyway. So she probably was on that type of time. I don't know if you guys know the song. I'm not going to sing it because of copyright reasons, but I'll say it. It's 5 a.m. Let me smell your dick. And that's what Dorit was on.
Let me smell
your dick. Yeah,
that's really what that was. Like it's almost like somebody told you something and you like, okay, wait a minute, because wait a minute, this don't sound right. Let's run this back. and he ran it back, but I don't think she was believing it then at all. But they are full of scandals over there. I mean, she already got this robbery that happened a couple of months before that, and which I still don't believe. So I don't even believe he really got pulled over. I mean, I just don't believe it.
It was weird because go Chase.
I was just gonna say at this point I would much rather her just meddle in the girl's business instead of making up all this shit. Go ahead.
It was weird because his excuse, he was like, I didn't tell you immediately because I was worried about you not knowing I was gonna be home.
And then she was like,
he told me later, and I'm like, so one, you didn't know he didn't come home? Like, what the fuck was you doing that you didn't know your husband wasn't home?
Here's the pattern for me. Let me say this real quick. The pattern is he's not here when she's robbed. He's not here. Where is PK? He's conveniently here for these random little events and these scenes they have, but like at the moments where it's like crucial, he's not there. So I don't know if they setting up a moment for him to be cheating next season. I don't even know. But it's
is Dorit's mom alive?
Yeah, she was there last episode.
Okay, Dorit's mom. Hanukkah. Yeah, you're right because you know if Dorit's mom was a little scrappy, Mama. You left my child for dead. You left him for dead. Anything that happens, he's never there. Like, wow.
I don't think that he was cheating. What I think probably happened is he was absolutely shit-faced drunk because that one glass of wine, the LAPD is not going to take you in because a suspicion of it. Baby, you failed the field sobriety test. You're rich. You paid some people off. The press got wind of it later when they weren't supposed to. And now you have to bring it onto the show to try to explain something away because you don't want to know that your husband bribed the LAPD to make this shit go away. That's what it sounds like.
I got to say, it would not surprise me if PK
Who fucking PK?
Was out there hoes.
There's people out there that y'all need to stop saying that because
y'all got the trip. Yeah, right.
Right. I mean, he ain't attractive, but somebody gonna sit on it.
Are you saying Mauricio was bottoming for him? Is that what you said?
What?
Because next episode they say he could take a bullet for him. Take a bullet for him.
Or did you say Asher?
Cheryl said he cheating with Erika. Now Cheryl said that. So anyone is watching, you can find Cheryl Leggett and you can take home. Allegedly, Cheryl. You gotta say allegedly.
You have to say allegedly, Cheryl.
She did say probably.
Do I no favors? Y'all change the subject. Change the subject. We're not doing no favors. We're making it worse. Paul.
All right. So they basically she don't believe him. She explains his story. Blah. We kind of talked about the Erika and Renna scene where Renna, I guess this is supposed to be Renna holding Erika accountable. I really feel like, personally, I feel like it was conveniently placed, but Renna really hasn't been around. If you think about it, she really hasn't. So I know I do feel like it was a TV moment, but I do feel like she was also trying to let her know, like, girl, you need to get it together. The issue that I had with this scene is Erika admitting her issue and saying what she's taking and saying how, you know, she knows she needs to stop, but she doesn't want to. I find it to be kind of stupid.
Contrived.
Yeah.
It's very contrived.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Because now that's the storyline. Oh, I'm struggling with pills and liquor because of all the stress that was brought on. And I'm like, girl, just say you're acting a damn fool. You're drinking way too fucking much and whatever. Like, it doesn't need to be this big. One, how many drugs are you on? Like, she went down a list of like 3 or 4 things she's taking with liquor. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. How are you still employing that friend though? Like, with what money? Why is he still there working for free?
Well, she had an assistant too.
Camera time. Hello.
Surely it hasn't translated into anything.
I don't know what the queen got going on. You see what I'm saying? But I know people show up when it's time for the cameras to roll. I know that. I'm not going to say that.
I don't see them just. I don't see her just having them around. I don't see them just being a. You think they're around for free? Just because I mean, like even being on camera, they ain't getting no real exposure. They just. I mean, I don't know.
But you know, I'm sure.
What is Mikey doing?
In WeHo, is that what they call it? In WeHo, they're down at the Abbey or whatever.
Probably.
Girls that are on the Beverly Hills Housewives. Wait, okay.
Mikey's showing up. Mikey's showing up to filming for free drinks down at the Abbey. Good for her.
Times are hard.
I'd be like, hey, you need that
Finesse.
Chanel? Go ahead and run that Chanel, boo. I'll show up. Run the Chanel.
I got that Chanel from Melissa Gorga shop.
Oh, you can keep it.
So are we giving Renna any points for her little conversation?
None.
No.
Fuck her.
No, and you know what? I won't say that I'm definitely not saying that I, condone what she's doing, but if somebody were to say, like, I've been taking pills and drinking because of all of my mountain legals and my divorce, and I'm broke now, and I live this fabulous life, and now I'm not, I would believe it. I'd be like, well, shit, that makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, Look at Sonia Morgan. Like, that lady has been on one downward spiral season after season.
A decade.
Season after season after season because Mr. Morgan allegedly left her for her best friend because she was cheating on him in Saint-Tropez, according to Dorinda. So,
Erika just has a lot of self-awareness for somebody who seems to have zero self-awareness. Like, she is real quick to admit everything. I know all of my faults. I'm this. But it's like this, all of this just seems very conveniently placed. Like, she's going along with the narrative that she is self-producing. And it makes me uneasy.
It doesn't take my damn dog could watch the show and put two and two together that, okay, she's drinking because of what she went through last year. That is like,
absolutely.
Okay.
I don't need a narration.
Yeah.
Well, you know what though? She is also, I don't know. It's got to take some balls to do what she's doing and continuously do it. It almost gives me like
it's embarrassing.
What I'm saying
is a whole lot of commitment to commit to that and air it on TV.
If she's really doing it, they really need to get her some help because, child, I'd be scared to drink on a damn goody powder. So.
Of all the storylines Erika Jayne could do, of all the storylines,
child, that ain't nothing.
The storyline, she could get involved in a charity. She could do community outreach. She could be trying to rebrand her image, but the storyline she chose is pills.
She had it given to her on a silver platter. All she had to do was get on that People magazine and say, "I'm helping the victims," and I forget,
regardless of my innocence,
she had to do it like that.
No.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, the white savior, like do that.
Baby, you must say to infinity and beyond.
Okay, she look like Buzz Lightyear. She don't like Buzz Lightyear.
She look good. Yeah, I don't think it's a good look for her. I think if she is committed to the storyline, it's not a good look, honestly,
at all.
And I just
abort,
especially
just like Dorit aborted that robbery.
They said that Erika wasn't coming back this season. I wonder will she be considered next season? I don't know.
I thought that you know what I think? It's been a roulette, right? So we definitely had Diana and Crystal up out of there, right? We definitely had Dorit very strong, maybe, right? And then what happened was Lisa Renna kept going on with that Twitter bullshit, right? So what that did was that made Crystal look even like invisible. So we forget about Crystal. We still stick with Dorit, and Diana, you still out of there. So now it's Diana, Dorit, and Renna, right? But then this thing comes out of nowhere, right? With this Erika stuff. And so now Erika is shot back up in contention for not coming back next season because honestly, that is a whopper. If this is real and true and legitimate, now there is no way Bravo can turn a blind eye to this.
But we say that every year. Every year some bullshit happens and we're like, there's no possible way Bravo can turn an eye. And they turn an eye to everybody except
I think Diana's
the people
out.
of color. I would hope so. She just, and not even like a personal thing. Diana just really, she's not doing a whole lot. I would be more inclined to believe that Erika would stay, given her history and given she's put in more work the last 3 years than she has her entire 8-year tenure. Andy loves a mess. He loves a white woman in distress. He loves a white woman pulling herself up and making something of herself, which is why Sonia Morgan is still there, which is why Ramon is still there. It would take her going to jail, and even then, Andy would probably want to bring her back when she got out.
Well, she's going to come back when she gets out, but I don't see how she's going to shake this one. And you know what, Ramon, if it was not for what's the lady named Sheree allegedly turning down the diamond,
Diana wouldn't have got the beat.
Diana wouldn't have had one either.
So this is all Sheree fault.
Yeah.
Sheree was like,
Sheree
girl, I don't want them to be digging about Will Smith, honey. He said, maybe next season. We'll see. I mean,
maybe next season.
Kathy could be in the running, child. Kathy may not seem like she don't want to be around. She likes the spotlight.
She loves the spotlight. She commands it. She be bossing Kyle around bad on that camera. She be making Kyle look like
everything. I'm like, girl, this is not entertaining. Okay.
After all of these years, it's finally her turn to look at it from her point of view. Her children, her sisters, you know what I mean? It's finally her turn. So I would, it wouldn't surprise me.
I would like to see a Housewives without any Richards.
Oh, I would love it.
Like, I think it's time to cut that familial tie. Same thing with Jersey. It's time to let the Gorgas and the Giudices go. Like, if it's going to survive, like,
I know he won't put that lady name in her mouth. I knew it. Let's move on. Why you got to put that lady name in your mouth?
It's just at some point it becomes exhausting, because we've seen this the last 3 years. Like, you have to be in the Richards nucleus in order to be considered safe, and it has become stale and old and exhausting because Kyle is not entertaining at all. But the fact that she knows she's top dog, she got Vanderpump out of there. Now you have to be good with her in order to be considered safe, unless you're Teddy.
Yeah, because that bitch is never coming back. But to Indigo, who asked why is she still there? Some people do not want to be full-time housewives. Shamia Morton comes to mind in Atlanta.
Yeah.
What's that lady name with the long face and the long face? Tanya Sam's in Atlanta comes to mind.
That lady's coin. Tanya. That
is it Tanya? Tanya?
Wait, Tanya from
Tanya,
Atlanta.
50 feet on Paul
from Atlanta,
or the Olympic gold medalist.
Tanya, not Sanya.
Tanya, not Sanya. She took it. Well, yeah, she turned it down too. So there are women who turned it down.
Shamia did too.
Shamia did, yes.
Shamia turned it down twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did. So I went to, well, it depends. But those women, I think Shamia wanted to be on there, but her husband was like, we got too much fraud on her. I don't want to get in trouble. So they said,
not too much fraud. God damn.
Wait, I don't know that. I don't know. You know what?
Allegedly.
It sounds like Chase No. Yeah, it sounds like Chase No. Interesting. Yeah, he turned the camera off. His name
I don't know shit. I don't know nothing.
Irving Brown.
It's oh, hell
no. Okay, so we get a couple of scenes. We get Dorit and Kyle about PK's DUI. Honestly, if y'all got anything to say, I'm gonna skip past it. Sutton goes on a date. She goes on a date.
She's so awkward.
Very awkward. I see why she is damn single. It's like she is like 5 years old. Like, lady, you are 50-something. Stop acting like that. And then they keep zooming in on her damn legs. I'm like, wow, of all legs, they gotta zoom in on these little bitty pencil stick legs. I just didn't understand. But I guess what's his name? Saint G. This was a Tinder match, or what was it? Her
Tinder.
match. So,
Bumble.
Any thoughts on this Bumble on this scene? I hope that she finds a man because they keep focusing on this. And please, I just hope she finds something.
Look, I want her
to pay for it.
I would love $1 million matchmaker to come back and then have Sutton and Garcelle both on that episode. The best thing about this episode was just Sutton and Garcelle laughing with each other, talking with each other. Garcelle likes to rip into Sutton. Like, they're really what the other girls think that they are. Sutton's awkward as fuck. I could watch her awkwardly try to make connections with people. Like, it's great. God bless her. I want her to be happy.
Could someone make a video for us, but really for me, and send it to me or for us, of the camera panning up Sutton's legs and like that sexy 80s like jazz saxophone. Like going up her legs.
It was not sexy. It was disturbing. I was down at the Krusty Krab looking at Mr. Krab legs underneath the table.
I know that.
I did holler.
Is that her name now? Crab legs? No.
Jules said chicken legs. Jasmine said those poor legs. And
Jasmine, you take it back about Sutton.
Not too much, Jasmine.
I love you, but I love Sutton too.
All right, so let's talk about this last scene. So in this last scene, Garcelle and Erika meet up. I'm thinking, okay, they meeting up. Garcelle finna really not let her have it, but let her know like this is a true problem and try to address her on it. So they get there.
Yeah,
I'm saying Garcelle looked really good. Did y'all like Garcelle? Did she look good? Chase and Sasuke, did Garcelle look good this episode?
The whole way through, Garcelle looked beautiful.
The whole way through,
she looked beautiful. The whole way through, I said when I
thought she looked really good, actually. But
she looked good. She looked beautiful.
She had that old school 80s Hollywood makeup.
She looked beautiful.
To you.
She looked beautiful.
To your square, she looked beautiful.
She looked beautiful.
To you. But in my square, she can step it up. She can do better. Do better.
Wow.
Dang, that's crazy.
You're holding her to a higher standard than everybody else.
Okay.
They always like shit, but she can do better. I haven't seen her look better.
Oh, okay.
She looked better on Instagram, but like
I thought she looked great. I thought the glam was better.
She looked pretty. She looked gorgeous.
I honestly don't remember what she wore in the last scene, so there's that.
Yeah, like some like patent leather type little pants, and it was like I feel like she had like a mesh top on.
I think a gaslighter.
I don't know. So they meet up, and when Garcelle sits down, she orders a Casamigos neat, which means that she don't want shit in it. She don't even want no damn ice at this point.
So a shot, bitch.
Double shot. But Erika orders some type of tea. They don't have the warm tea upstairs, so instead she ordered the cognac. And I'm like, even before Garcelle, I was like, damn, like that's
pretty extreme, right?
That's a weird alternative to be like, oh, I guess I'll just have the cognac, because why not start with the cognac initially? Do you think that she was doing that to try not to drink in front of her? They was like, all right,
yeah.
You think
she knew?
You know that
she knew the reason Garcelle asked her out to see was how drunk she was gonna get.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I tried. You can't say I ain't tried.
So do you? So in terms of timing, as you mentioned, Chase, do you think that the conversation with Renna, if filmed before this meeting, was able to prep her for the conversation that Garcelle was going to have?
I think that she went in with the knowing, and I think that she went in prepared for whatever was going to happen.
Because I feel like maybe Renna may even gave it a heads up. They was going to be like, the girls are thinking that, not only do I think it, but the girls think that you have a problem. And I think she was able to get it, kind of. And I wish that wouldn't have happened, because I would have liked to see her caught off guard. Because I'm tired of her saying
because everything
a problem, but not do anything about it.
It was lines. You're right. I absolutely. I
wasn't drunk. I was fucked up. I was trash.
It's worse than you imagine. I'm like, girl.
That fake owning it.
Right. She said, I rolled down the hill above my head. It snowed on me. And I just,
bitch,
I was
Tom,
so
they found me next to Tom in the ravine. Both of our cars.
But
and PK was there too.
I'm saying that, okay.
It was the whole story.
But I will tell you guys this, and I don't care what the context is. Garcelle is just not a friend that you drink around, girl. We just go ahead and go to church together, child, because I'm sick of the shit.
No, Garcelle does not like Erika. There's a reason why Garcelle is counting Erika's drinks. And anybody else, Garcelle, will be fine. But Erika already done shown her ass way too many, because she even said it in this episode whenever they were like, oh, I've never seen Erika like that. And Garcelle said, I saw her attack Sutton multiple times. Like, Garcelle has Erika's number, and she's not letting up on her. Garcelle is that type of friend who's like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna do what I gotta do for you. Her and Sutton talk off camera a lot about what they're gonna do for each other, and I appreciate that.
There was a comment from Sammy, our very own Sammy, and he said,
oh, girl, no, we're fine.
I would like to hear
it. That he felt like he was starting to see a little bit of Lisa Vanderpump in Garcelle, in the way that she is moving and trying to rally the girls up against Erika.
Chase said that. Said that.
Oh, you said that?
Yes.
I've been said it, but that's
never.
That's
who said it today, though?
Two bitches. Let's
Chase,
talk about
Chase
it.
said that today. Antonio and I disagreed. Sammy said no.
Okay, you're right.
I didn't say it. I don't know if I said it today, but I know I've said it in the past.
You said it today.
Especially on
you
show.
said it 15 minutes ago, 15 minutes before the show.
Oh, well, listen, but I also said it.
Well, anyway, it was said. So
let me pull up this screenshots. Y'all follow me on Twitter.
Don't post nothing about me on your net. Don't post nothing about me on your freak Twitter.
So since we know that you agree, Jamie, do you agree?
No, I don't. Lisa Sutton, Garcelle always owns up to what she said. She may not always say it to people's faces, but the energy that she has behind the scenes, at some point she's going to bring it up front. Lisa Vanderpump never owned anything. We've known for years Lisa Vanderpump was the one leaking stories. Well, that lady has not admitted it to this day. Lisa Vanderpump is, like Kyle said, she's Bobby Fischer.
So it was Sammy that said it, and it was today, and it was at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Sammy said it today, but I have said it on this show in previous weeks.
True. Damn it was Sammy. Shit.
I said that. That's why I was like, are you sure I said that today? I know I've said it in the past where I've said that Garcelle is the same, it's been just as manipulative as the other girls under the guise that she cares about this woman. She don't give a fuck about that woman, and she's also going around dropping this conversation off to everybody but her.
But she's never said she cared about her.
Do you not?
She never has said she cared about Erika. She's always
said she ain't my fucking friend. About Erika.
She said it tonight, before. But I want to ask you,
baby, that's your friend. I don't give a fuck about her.
I was going to ask you, do you think that Jayne, lose my damn question? I got my fucking question. Because of Jayne.
Blame Sammy. Blame Sammy.
I'm blaming.
At 5:45 p.m.
It was not at 5:45 p.m. It was 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Loud and wrong.
No. What I was going to ask you was, do you think she's willing her? She's doing it because she doesn't like her. I mean, she
okay, but on walking it.
Well, she did. Walking it.
No, she's not walking it, y'all. What I'm
Kyle
saying
said, give her grace. She said, I don't have to give her grace. That's your friend. You give her grace. I ain't got to do shit for her.
Right. What is she? I mean, I don't know what else you want her to say.
I want her to come out and say, I don't like her. The bitch drank too much. She
said that.
No, she hasn't. She's been, what you guys, because I'm concerned about her drinking and mixing the pills, and it's not okay. You are not concerned.
She's hiding behind. She's fake. She's hiding behind.
It's a veil. She's not concerned about that woman.
That. Every single person on that cast does that, but they don't admit to it. So Garcelle's the only one that's saying, like, yeah, girl, this is what I said behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, to her face, behind the face. So why is Garcelle the topic of conversation?
They said they just want Garcelle to be a mad black woman. That's all.
No, I don't. That's not true, y'all. That is just not true.
That's what they say.
That's not true.
I repeat,
not true. I don't like. I'm just telling you. I don't like people faking the front. Like, if it is what it is, call that spade a spade. I don't personally care for the fact that trust me. I really don't give a fuck about Erika. If we're being blunt. I don't like that she's going behind everybody back, having these conversations out of concern. And if you're so concerned about the person that you're concerned about, when are you going to take the concern to them?
Well, she did. At the last episode, she was like, girl, maybe not drink so much. You were lit. She told her at the dinner tonight, girl, you were really fucking lit. Like, I don't know how many different ways this woman can tell anybody. And she's never said she was concerned. And she doesn't multiple times say it. She only says it when Erika gets out of control. And
my thing is, I feel like Erika has given her plenty of reasons to poke at her any way she wants.
Absolutely.
And that's why I don't mind it. I don't think she's hiding her hands and doing things. I mean, she is talking to everybody. I mean, she kind of is rallying the girls up. But at the same time, she's also talking to Erika in the best way that she knows how, I guess. I think it's okay. I don't see an issue with it. It's Beverly Hills.
I ain't saying it was wrong. I'm just saying that she's doing it.
Frank said Team Chase or Team Jamie.
Not Frank.
Not
y'all. Y'all are gonna beat y'all. You want to keep beating me up? You beat me up last week. Or do you want to be?
Beat me up? I didn't say that. Lord, I didn't have nothing to do. You're the anger.
Okay, I got one taste thing.
The votes are coming in. They said
we're taking a poll. Girl, you can't even talk.
The girls are saying Change. Everybody's saying Change. Dang,
Jamie. Well, Jasmine, I'm taking her opinion with a grain of salt.
Oh. Wait a minute now. You're not going to do my bookie do.
I'm dead.
If y'all remember, this time last year, she attacked me on Super Lean.
They would say Team Chase Luther King or Team Jamie Lee Curtis. I know that's right. Hey, Team Chase and Team Jamie. Thank you.
Thank you. It's no competition. We can all have our point of view.
Kyra is on my side, and
I just want to be very clear though.
I got the truth on my side.
Y'all are trying to cause a division amongst this group of women, and that's a special place.
It's a special place for you, Frank. But thank you for voting. We know where Isabel at. We know what the hell Isabel got going on. Payola.
Oh, Isabel.
Don't be mad because my girls support.
Shout out to Isabel. You know what? I feel like these are really gonna be for Jamie. So I'm gonna send Jamie a cash app so he can get these. Because Isabel ain't
Jamie ain't making no money. I ain't getting no money.
Jamie. What about us?
About me.
Nah, I'm kidding. Thank you, Isabel, for the super chat. And the episode was okay. It wasn't just the best episode, at least not in my opinion. It was kind of slow, you know. But Jamie has dragged somebody. He dragged Sammy, and he's trying to drag Chase. I don't know if he's winning right now.
Kind of backfired. But I do want to say this, and I want to be clear though, y'all. Even though I think that she is being sneaky and snaky about it, you know, it's fair game. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I love how you say that after you got beat up in the comments. Okay. Ooh.
Let me finish this last part before we let our callers on, okay? So after the conversation we had, after Renna, Erika actually owns up to how drunk she was versus how Garcelle, I guess she felt Garcelle was trying to downplay it. She owns up to being trash drunk. She bumped her head. It snowed. All these things happen, right? She basically says that she can see better now. She feels like she's coming out and she can see clear now that the rain is gone.
I've heard it on before.
And she says that Garcelle says, so what can you see? She said, I can see that Sutton is a liability for you, and I love that you're friends with Sheree. And Garcelle is just basically like, I think y'all need to give her some slack. You know, you guys are basically, in other words, why is everybody coming at Sutton? It seems to be a common thing at this point. I'm sorry. It seems like everybody's just finding ways, and it's tiring to see. Same way with Drew. For me personally, it's just getting tiring to see the same thing. And so she says that she's a big girl and she knows exactly what she's doing. Now that I agree with. I do agree that Sutton. I don't think she is as oblivious the same way they used to think that Kathy was. Oh, Kathy's just like, no, Kathy knows what the hell she be doing. Sutton knows what she be doing too. I think that Sutton just does a lot more. It's just a lot more enjoyable with Sutton. But any thoughts on that? It seems like she's trying to kind of turn her around. And one thing Garcelle says in her confessional is that she finds it odd that Erika would say that about her, considering that she was buddy with her in Mexico. And I get what she was trying to say, but I mean, just because she was buddy doesn't equate to her completely being cool with her or feeling on a different side. Because we all know that we saw her do it last year, so it's no different. So, any thoughts on this part?
Chase, you want to go?
Well, I would say not so much as a part of the show, like on camera, but behind the scenes, it is definitely, as we've stated, all of us have agreed on this one, that there's a concerted effort to get rid of Sutton. But my thought process is like, you know, when you have iconic casts, right? Like the Real Housewives of Atlanta seasons 5 through like 6 or whatever, like their group, nobody liked Kenya, right? But everybody agreed the bitch was good for the show. So if it were me, I would be like, y'all want to get rid of her and she the spiciest thing that we've had in years, and you want to just be the 5 of us again, and nobody liked it, and nobody watched, and now that Garcelle and Sutton are here, people are watching, they're talking, and you want to get rid of them? Like, something in the brain does not click and compute that you would want to get rid of one of your more interesting cast members. I get that she's interesting at the sake of, at your expense, and I get that you want to get the bitch up off you, but you don't need to be getting her up off of the show, and that's what they're trying to do, because if you turn Garcelle against Sutton and it works, she's out.
Yep. And that's why I said earlier that this episode, it was so fucking blatant, because baby, we're not even talking about Sutton. The conversation was nowhere near Sutton. You said, I've done an assessment of my life and I've realized some things. Sutton's a liability. Like, girl, you're really sitting at home thinking about my relationship with Sutton. The conversation I had with Diane.
Where did this come from?
It's a concentrated effort. All of them are really knowing, and I've been saying this episode after episode, they are trying to split them up because they know it's the two of them that are running shit. It's a jealousy thing. Nobody cares about Renna anymore. Nobody's talking about Erika. The girls have turned against Kyle. Like, at this point, they're trying to keep the four of them intact while getting the two people who the fans love at this point, who are carrying the season. You take Sutton and Garcelle out, what are y'all doing? What have y'all contributed to this show?
Jamie, they're relentless because
it's embarrassing.
How do you start the season with the Sutton takedown? She eats all of you up. Sans Diana, she didn't really eat Diana up, right? Then your mom dies.
She chewed her a little bit.
Your mom dies and you're partying in her grave in Ibiza. You're drunk and taking pills and doing all of this stuff, right?
And nobody cares.
Dorit sleeping with your man and you ain't doing nothing about it. You know, as the list goes on, all of these things that happened that were not in the plan, you and these things spiral out of control, and you somehow band back together and be like, well, we know what happened the last 4 or 5 weeks, but why are you still hanging out with Sutton? I would have been like, bitch, what? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Still tonight and drinking?
Yeah, it was the weirdest
pivot. It was a very weird.
I don't understand it. It was just like, especially because I don't agree that I don't think for 1 minute that she is completely Team Sutton, all here for Sutton. But Sutton hasn't been bothering her. She hasn't really, the issues that Sutton has had, Erika hasn't really been present for. She's been so drunk that she doesn't even know what's going on. While
she wouldn't remember.
I'm just saying, while she, you know what I'm saying, while these things are happening. So, it's like somebody met with her and was like, okay, let's put the focus back on Sutton. Because at this moment, Sutton is okay. She's okay, even with Diana at this moment. So I found it to be kind of weird, but I don't feel like
question is
Sutton versus Erika. That's just
Erika. My question is a liability for who? Who like Sutton's a liability to Garcelle, but according to whom? To you, Erika? Because
the liability?
Garcelle being friend.
That's what got me using the word liability.
Erika's a liability.
Are you looking at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah.
The walkie-talkie liability.
Do you think Garcelle is clamoring to be friends with you and Dorit and Diana? Like, you think that's the end game for Garcelle? Like, what liability is Sutton causing
this is definitely
to Garcelle?
It's
absolutely
the Real Housewives of a big brother, because at this moment it's very much so like, don't be friends with her. Like, come on, be with us. Like, let's let her go.
Alliance. My girl.
The Real Housewives are boring hoes. Y'all need to step it up.
That's what I said. The Real Housewives are boring heels. Shit.
3 episodes in a row next week. I don't know how we're gonna cut.
Well, it was just the other one was pretty good. The one 2 weeks ago was pretty good. Just not
it peaked. It really crescendoed at Garcelle's party, which, by the way, looks to be one of the funnest parties Beverly Hills has had in a very long time. So much came out of that party.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let some of our callers on.
How many we got?
We got a little time. We got some callers on. I do want to shout out to Indigo and Sass K for constantly reminding everyone at all
those are girls, yo,
to like this video. Jasmine as well. Jasmine's always in there.
That's my girl. That's
Indigo and Sass. No one has to do that. We'll really appreciate it. So, like they said, like this video, y'all. It don't make no sense. We got all these people watching right now, and when I get off, it's gonna be 30 likes. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Okay.
We're at 42
You've been in here fighting for our life against that person that was trash talking Kenya. Crazy.
I never got to read the comment. Is that what she was doing?
Huh?
The person was doing that got put out?
They were venting about Kenya.
Not put out.
Which is fine. I don't mind venting about Kenya, but it was the verbiage. It was a lot, child. But nonetheless, let's get our first caller on. Our first caller is going to be Mel. What's going on, Mel?
Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey.
I'm doing pretty good. You know what? I just want to say, I think that for me, this season has been a little one note because I feel like we have not really gotten any movement from the season, from the reunion last year. The girls are still together and they still in the same place. And I think that when we think about the show, sometimes people have these meetings when they have lunch or drinks, and they come away where they try to become friends. They're not shading, they're not trying to backstab, not setting them up. And with this show, they stay in the same place, which becomes boring as a viewer. I'm waiting for when they go to their trip and they start boxing. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to start going. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it turned out. But I want to say this, because Bravo has been around for about 1,000 years, and so has these housewife shows. you can also see when they have problems. So I want to take the attention to New York City. At one point, they had the same issue over there with Jill and some other girls. I love Jill, but they had the same issue. So what they did was they wiped half the cast off. I think what y'all was saying is on spot on. What Kyle, we might need to make Erika a friend of the show. Get Dorit off the show. Make it where it's Lisa and Kyle alone, and we bring in more people who are more objective. So we will have a little more movement because so that girl, Erika, was drunk, which I did love. I love the fact that she was drunk and off key and sing with that auto tune that Tom brought her. But for me, so when they were talking about her being drunk and stuff like that, I'm thinking, okay, so it was classic Beverly Hills. We had Taylor on the show when the first season. That lady was near death, getting beat up in every which way. They said, well, no, she's just having a hard time. She's just having a hard time. That lady was near death. So now we have Erika here getting drunk, and they do the same thing. And then they looking at Garcelle, cross-eyed like she's bringing up something bad, but she's actually. And if I was Garcelle, I would say, listen, I'm feeling the vibe. I'm bringing up my truth. They're about to take me down the road where it's going to be all of them against me. I'm going to leave it alone. If she attacks my family or son again, I'm going to turn into the angry black woman. That's what's going to happen because I'm not going to sit up here and try to warn these girls that don't take me down that road. But I'm trying to let you know this lady is messy, sloppy, and mean. And I don't want to deal with her anymore. But you know what? Y'all keep enabling her. She's going to get what she deserves. And hopefully it's them attacking Erika and not the other way around. So that's just what I see. But I think that the cast needs to shake it up because they just stuck. They stuck in the same.
Mel, you're right.
Yeah, they stuck in the same place they were years ago. That's the same thing happened in New York City, and they had to just push them off the cast, because
it happened with New Jersey too. Like at some point, like you got to get tired of seeing the same.
But the Manzos,
you better not say it. You better not say it.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I hope that something happens on there. I really do. I think that even with Atlanta, which I'm not watching, I have more energy there with the girls because I actually like them. But with these people, it's just every show is the same thing. Kyle don't see nothing. She don't see no concerns of Crystal, Garcelle, or something. Everything they say, she's confused by. Like, come on now, stop. It's crazy.
Okay.
They have to be disbanded. You're absolutely correct. It's those 4 hoes ruining the show, plus Crystal, plus Diana. So that's 6. Now, are they going to get rid of 6 people? I don't know.
I don't know. But I will say lastly, too, I don't always think that high ratings mean that the show shouldn't be touched. I think that sometimes what's good for the viewers is also important. They can't just be, the ratings is great, so we're going to keep them together. I think that the ratings are good, but I think that the show's not working. That's just what I think.
Okay.
But I'm waiting for them to box, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Aspen trip.
Me too.
Okay.
Well, until then, you can watch us box now.
Well, I love it. I love it. I was in the chat the other day. You said, well, the Beverly Hills. I said, no, I had a little conversation with one of the leaders here, and everything's cool, copacetic. But I love the guys, and it's all good.
Mel, who do you think won today? Me or Chase? Who was
God, my
you know what? I'm going to say, Jamie, I refrain from giving that opinion on public on the YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. All right, Mel. We got some more calls on.
Bye,
Thank you for calling. Okay, Mel?
You're welcome.
All right. Next caller is going to be Kyra. Even though it shouldn't be the way she kicked me out.
Co-defendant.
You have to get over this. This is now 2 weeks old.
I can't get over nothing.
well, you know what? I was supposed to get my lean mug, and I never got it, so I don't want to hear a thing.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know what? You're never getting at this point.
Okay, and because you'd be putting me on a time crunch, so let me get through this. I am tired of the Sutton takedown, and I feel like something Garcelle peeped Crystal from the beginning. Because why is Crystal on the after show still giving excuses to Erika? Why is Crystal at Kathy's, like, she had a watch party for her, friend of release, and she's in interviews talking about people just don't like Diana because she doesn't fold and bend to their will. Bitch, your friend was on the internet being racist. That's why people don't like her, and also she's boring. Miss Dark, you don't care. Like, she had the when I saw that interview, I was like, you know what? I've been done, but I'm extra done. You need to be buried 6 feet under. I'm done. I'm done with you. The fact that she said people don't like Diana because she won't bend and fold to their will for the audience. I'm like you, because I felt like she had no problem, which I was fine with her checking Sutton, but I found it fascinating the way in which Kathy said the same thing and Crystal was silent until Garcelle opened her mouth. And I feel like Garcelle peeped Crystal from the beginning because I can't deal with her. The fact that she is in the after show, oh, well, Erika, but Sutton, she's clumsy with her words and her hands.
What does
Erika,
that even mean?
She was talking about a scene that she wasn't even there for.
Exactly.
You know,
And
I've never liked her.
Oh, me and Chase, I'm Team Jayne tonight because you said something about Garcelle I don't agree with, but me and Chase have always seen it. I feel like you don't like the way Garcelle's playing the game, but each player is different. And I can respect the way.
No.
Okay, no.
Let's let Kyra finish.
I want you to know what I'm gonna let her finish, but I don't mind the way that Garcelle is playing the game. Just admit that you're playing the game, boo. That's my issue. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I think my phone broke up. What was the last part of that sentence? You don't mind the way she's playing the game?
I don't mind that she's playing the game. I just wish that she would admit that she is playing the game.
But who on the show? But my thing is, who on the show admits that they're playing a game? Real Housewives started off as like friends, and now it's become Survivor. So everyone comes on here playing a game, but no one actually like outwardly admits it. Lisa's downfall, that they were pulling and trying to show her card that she was playing a game. Everyone's supposed to be on here. We're supposed to be in this like false reality that they're all friends and they've all been hanging out together. And then we just happen to catch them for 3 weeks or 6 months out of the year. So my thing is, I like the way she plays it, because my thing is, I feel like she says everything that she wants to people's faces, but she says it softly, and she lets it slowly build, and she plays a longer game. Because the thing about it is, I feel like Sutton ate up Diana, because the fact of the matter is, towards the end of that argument, I was over Diana. She was boring to me. She was picking a fight with someone she didn't have a reason to pick a fight with. And I found her lackluster in her fashions and her money, which also I'm still side-eyeing her money, because the fact of the matter is, I found out that house that was $87 million sold, her neighbor bought it, and that price tag was cut in half before it was bought. So she lost money on that house.
Is this that?
And her little neural energy drink was already sued from the FTC for false advertisement for health benefits. So I side-eye her. Anyway, I feel like Diana and Erika talk together, and they are trying to push, as we all discussed, Garcelle not liking Sutton. I'm very confused how you think you're going to do that when I feel like they all know Garcelle's smart enough to see what they're doing. So the fact that Erika opened her mouth and says, yes, I'm drinking so much, even though this is the second year that I'm going through this. It's your second Christmas, bitch. I don't want to hear about it again. I'm waking up and I'm realizing Sutton's a liability. Diana just took you out to Hawaii with Renna, and y'all came back and y'all got served at the airport for your $50 million lawsuit. And then turn around. What? That's a liability. See, Sutton was right the entire time. Sutton knew stuff. Because the fact of the matter is, I would be down if I go on vacation to Hawaii. We come back and at LAX at night, and people are serving you, and I'm on camera walking with you while you're getting served for another lawsuit. And then
Lisa Renna got the hell on, Kyra.
Right? That was the first time I've seen Lisa Renna act like the camera was not in her face.
Baby, she got the hell on.
Right? And then in the same week, you're also in another lawsuit for $27 billion, and they have documents of you showing up to the bank with fake IDs and fake marriage license and other email addresses with a different last name. And Mr. Mauricio, which I always knew his realtor stuff was sketchy, and Rick are in it. And you are literally in it, saying that you are this man's wife and he is dead. And there's emails and proof of you showing up at the bank. And yet you didn't know anything. And you didn't sign any documents, even though you did sign your taxes. And your bank and your business taxes. What? I'm just saying the truth. I was very upset. I like Cartel didn't give me, because I don't know how much time I have. Cartel didn't give me a slot because someone's missing today. But yes, I'm just Erika is the biggest liability.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You said what? I missed. I heard Cortez and a slide.
I a special guest today since someone else is gone. Like, you could have slide in my DM, but it's all right. I thought we were internet fan, but it's okay. I'll pop up anyway.
Well, how would I know you want to be a special guest on the show to replace Danny?
You got my DMs. I could have been on your brave. It's all right. I know. We just over the internet. We on the interwebs. I'm playing with y'all. But yeah, it's just
in the future, we're gonna make sure that if there's a slot, we're gonna slide Kyra. Are we all in agreement on the panel?
Well, I will say this. Let me be very clear. Hold on, wait. Let me be very clear. Now, because you are calling in as a guest, you are a guest in the home. But once you become a roommate, you're a roommate. And just remember.
Okay, I understand. I guess
that means he's gonna drag you next time you're on.
Next time, oh Lord. Yes, Isabel, we kicked Danny out. He is tired. He is gone. Danny has been let go from the lick. Now this playing.
He's been fired.
Danny is traveling. He's traveling, so he couldn't make it tonight. But he ain't gone, Isabel.
We should have that. We should have announced it at the beginning of the show before Isabel about to lose her damn mind.
All right,
I was very loyal to me and to Danny.
Thank you, Kyra. Child,
wait a minute. For those in the comments, I hope that you picked up on what I was saying. For those in the comments, we're not going to sit up here and argue with callers who watch us and call in and want to get there. I'm not going to argue with her. That's how she feels. She's coming up here to express that. So even if hey, of course, she's going to always get me because she's a guest in my home. Now, when you become a roommate in my home.
She got you, sister. It's okay.
What's his name? I think, who was it? Somebody said, man, I said, Team Chase, don't let me down, Chase. They said you was there.
Frank, I'm not going to fight with no guest caller. I'm not going to do that.
We are respectful here at the lane. That's why,
I'm not going to do that.
But when Kyra when she's on this show as a special guest,
that's different.
Exactly.
She's not a guest.
We're gonna get you. Don't you worry.
Right. Oh, it's coming.
I got your back.
Oh, it's coming.
I got your back. Because I'm gonna get my lick back. All right. We still got college out. We gotta see this up. All right, what's going on? Hey, I'm so sorry, child. Kyra can't wait.
Hello. I'm happy that I'm a guest and not a roommate.
You know what? You like a little Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Like you just kind of got a little room. It's cool. Everybody, that's how we
overnight. You got to spin a night bag.
Yeah.
But I just have to say that I love the Diana and Garcelle moment when Diana was like, "Oh, like I like you," and Garcelle was like, "Oh yeah, bye." When she
she did not want to be there. She was like,
no, she was like,
"Thank you."
And she was like, "Thank you, bye." Like, and I hate the fact that when what's her name? Kathy was like talking about how Erika was acting very different, and everybody was kind of in agreement. And Garcelle kind of put her input in, and Kathy and Garcelle were like interacting, and they're agreeing with one another. And then there goes Kyle say, "Oh, this reminds me of our sister." And Kathy's face completely changes.
Yeah, she said,
"I will cut you. I will fuck you up." Put a name in your mouth again. And
I'm happy that Garcelle kind of checked Kyle, because Kyle was like, "This is not normal behavior." And the way I think Garcelle was trying to say, like, "Hey, y'all known her for a very long time. I don't know her, so I can't be like have a conversation with her and sit down with her. So this is the olive branch.
And she don't want to.
I'm presenting you this issue that I'm seeing continuously, and go have a conversation with her." And I think maybe somebody called Lisa Renna because she went to have that conversation. And I'm happy that Garcelle actually went face to face with her and actually said it and said, "Oh, forget y'all. Let me just have this conversation with Erika." And it was funny to me that Garcelle's face when Erika was telling her that Sutton was a liability. I was like confused too. I was like, "Are you sure? Like you're not the liability?" And then Sutton's date was very peculiar. I don't really know it.
Can I admit something? I'm a bad dater too, so I identified with it.
So you would bring
you scratch your legs?
Scratch your legs. Don't wash your hands.
You know what? I have a hard time dating because I people like they want to date me. They see me out in the street or whatever. Not like, but like my personality. I have a big personality, and so then when we get one-on-one on a date, I'm like, should I be like the same person you met, that loud bitch? You want me to be the loud bitch in the restaurant? Or no? So I don't know what to do. So I can be pretty awkward on dates. I can. So I got it. I understood.
I feel that too, but I feel like it was like she was trying to be like somebody she's not. And even wearing that sweater, the cat sweater, I was like, Sutton, what are you wearing? And I don't know, like and then when she was talking about the third date, like possibility having the third date, and he was kind of quiet for a second.
I felt so
bad for my sister. Oh my God. Hey, it was so bad.
I felt so bad. Like, but overall, I did kind of like the episode. Like, I'm happy that Garcelle's back because last episode was kind of boring without her. And that scene, I thought it was hilarious when Garcelle was like, "Oh, like, did you get your ex COVID?" Like, I thought that was funny. But other than that,
she said she went and texted everybody, texted all her exes and whatever. And she was just lonely. That must have been crazy.
Baby.
Spent Christmas alone.
I be wanting the best for her.
Yeah.
Well, but Garcelle was like, "Did you invite somebody?" Like, her implication was, "Did you invite somebody over to like do what they were supposed to do?" She's like, "No, I just want a conversation." Like, goddamn, Sutton, get some dick, please.
Oh my God, I am Sutton.
Let's see your legs, Chase. Throw your legs up. Throw your legs up.
I'm sure your legs look way better than Sutton's little Peter Pecker legs.
Than Sutton.
Hey.
Okay, you have anything else you wanted to add, for our last one?
I'm just excited for the winter trip.
What's the call? Yeah, they showed you saw the mid-season trailer, right?
Yes, I'm excited. Let me try to think. What happened? Was it Lisa Renna? Was that Lisa Renna? Oh, Crystal. Wait, Lisa was yelling at Crystal.
Yeah.
And then
she said, "You better shut the fuck up." Hold on.
I don't know. I'm kind of shocked. And then I feel like, why does Crystal don't have the same animosity towards Lisa? Like, this thing is kind of weird to me. Like, it's like,
baby, them women have dogged her out to her face, behind her back, and she just nods amiably. But Sutton and Garcelle, she just can't. The women that hung out with her outside of filming, she just can't.
Yeah, and that's why I think she just wants to be one of the cool girls. She doesn't like, and that's why
the girls aren't cool.
Exactly. Like, people wanted her to be with a thing with Sutton, Crystal, and Garcelle, but
I never wanted it.
Yeah, like, I really wanted it too. Like, I saw who Crystal was the minute that she walked in. Like, she wanted to be with the popular girls. She wanted to be cool with them. And then, so that's the thing with me. Like, I see who she is. So everything about her, like, even the recent interview that she did, like, girl, like, what are you doing? And then, like, Sheree, that's a whole different story. Like, I don't think Sheree is. I think Sheree is the issue too.
Sheree's there to be on camera.
No,
I'm seeing it a little bit. She's there for a check.
Exactly.
She ain't backing up Garcelle the way she need to back up Garcelle.
I'm gonna give it to the reunion, you guys. I'm gonna give it to the reunion.
Me too. I'm gonna say, just because I saw that she is like licking with Diana. So,
wishy-washy.
Yeah. As early as today, she's all over Instagram,
which is weird. So I'm just curious because Garcelle is in downtime going at Diana and talking about how she's uneducated, and then you got Sharice on the side saying, "Hey, girl, hey," and that's weird.
You're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta let you go. I gotta let the last caller. Okay. Going over. I'm Sassy. I hope you happy. All right, okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
Our last caller is going to be our Lisa. Boy, I can't even see, child.
What's going on?
It's dark. I can't see anything. Lisa,
you alive, girl?
Lisa.
Turn the lights on that light.
I'm here.
Wait,
I'm here.
Okay, I can't see you. So is your camera? Camera
on? I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here. I'm here, baby. I'm here. You see me? I'm here. Yeah. So what's up, y'all? I'm gonna tell you like this right here. To me, I don't think Garcelle like nobody but Sutton. Okay, that's just my opinion. She don't like nobody. Okay, because she hit it out with Kyle. She hit it out with Lisa over Denise. She had some problem with Crystal, with talking and stuff, and with that studying about Sutton being racist and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, and I just don't believe she don't like nobody but Sutton on this show. That's how I believe. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to talk about this racist stuff. I'm gonna tell you something. I believe all the white girls on there got some part of racist in them. Okay. And I really, like I told everybody else, I really do believe Sutton is racist, was still this way. She got a little bit racist in it too. Diana do too. I believe all of them. I'm for real.
Wait, but last week you were team Diana.
I'm not team. Look, I told y'all. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm gonna come for the what it is. I don't tell you the truth. I do not like Diana or Sutton. I do not like now one of them bitches, okay?
Oh, okay.
But I just like the way she's down to get people together. She said, "No, I don't want to apologize to you. Yeah, it was fake. I hugged you, and it was fake." And she was telling the truth. She admitted to it. She said, "Yeah, it was
So
fake,
Lisa,
and I
you
don't
like
want
the
to
fake
forgive
girl.
your ass right now." No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is she was just telling her the truth. She said, "Yeah, it was fake, and I don't like you, and I know how, and I'm not ready to forgive you." That's like I am sometimes. And Erika is doing too much. I'm gonna tell you something about those pills. I'm gonna tell y'all something about those pills. You cannot mix that kind of alcohol. Believe me, when I was drinking on alcohol, I hate to watch out when I take my anxiety because I take medication for my anxiety and my panic attacks because they have real strong all the time, and you can't mix that alcohol with that medicine because it increases that medicine triple times, and you cannot mix that alcohol with that medicine.
At all.
I don't know what kind of medicine they have her on, but God, girl,
Lexapro.
don't be doing it. Don't be doing it, Erica, because you might not wake up. And I
that's
don't
what
know
I'm gonna
how
do.
much, huh?
It's
I
the
don't want
same.
her to do that. I want her.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want her to do that because I know she's going through a lot. And I mean, I know she's going through a lot. I know they were season. This come off a lot of stuff. When I was telling people, I said people are blaming her for what Tom did because she is his wife, and he had her sign papers. And I tell everybody, I said, your husband you think your husband got your back, and he really don't. They're like Teresa. She thought Joe had her back. Joe had her sign the papers. Then she didn't know she was signing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand all of that. But you technology, and I'm really now on the side of Garcelle. Baby, you doing too much with this alcohol. You around here getting drunk and you bumping your head. That's how Donald Trump died. Because she fell down some steps and bumped her head. I'm for real.
Yeah,
And so,
Lisa, you better
we don't want that. We don't want that. But that's how it happened. You know what I'm
Wow, I
saying?
didn't know that.
And that's how she fell down some stairs. That's how Ivana Trump died. She fell down some stairs in her apartment in New York. So, Elka said she had bumped her head.
Yeah.
You know what? She would never have woke up. And that make me
I'm fine with
sad.
that.
It make me sad. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing too much, you're drinking too much. You on this medicine, you got all this stuff, you got all these lawsuits and stuff coming at you. You need to go get some help. I'm with Garcelle on this time. I really am because it makes me sad but and I don't want to die like that. I really don't. She really need to go get some help. I'm for real. And I'm like y'all, don't put me in the middle of that. My name is Minnie, and I ain't got no reason to be in it. Don't put no lawsuits on me.
It says on the fine print, lovable Lisa and cocktails. So all your it's in that lawsuit.
Okay,
don't put me in the middle of that mess.
Lisa.
If you have
on yourself.
called in on the lane, you are in that lawsuit.
Well, we all going. I mean.
And
we all going me, Chess, and Jayne and Cortez. We all going down together. Right now with Erika, Sutton, everybody else.
I'm getting out of this country.
And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: cannot pick. Y'all cannot pick between Chase and Jamie because I love them both. I love them to death. We cannot pick. You can't pick between. I'm not gonna pick because I love you, baby. Okay.
We love that.
And I see y'all next week.
Good night.
Say one thing about it, baby. We're gonna be all down there in wigs and smoking Newports together, baby. Because everybody got to go. I ain't going.
I don't need a wig. My hairline is great. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I have all y'all addresses, so they ever come to information, I'll just send it to y'all. And Indigo, I have yours too.
And Kyra, we know your DM. They're gonna have DM, right?
Right, we know your DM, Kyra. So come on,
send
right.
Kyra her mug, please, for the love of God. Send Kyra her mug. She said you're operating a pyramid scheme where you just put in money with no goods.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
Ted Shaw, please, Ted Shaw. On that note, y'all, it's been fun. We went an hour and 30 minutes. I hope.
Oh my God, y'all!
All for nothing.
Right, we weren't talking about nothing. I mean, I'm sorry, it was fun, but the episode wasn't giving that episode. Nonetheless, thank y'all for watching tonight. Everybody that called in, thank y'all that called us and interviewers today. JP Rob, over here fighting between Antonio and Jamie. JP Rob is for everybody. Understand?
Okay, for the streets.
He said he's called quite a few of the men up here sexy.
JP Rob, monkeypox is real. You don't want to catch that. I'm just saying.
Homie hopper.
All right, y'all. Then we'll see y'all next week for Wednesday Night Live. It was fun. Make sure y'all like this video, and again, we'll see y'all next week. All right.
Tune into Atlanta.
Weekend, okay.
Tune into Married to Medicine.
You better
tune into all them damn shows.
Angel Rodriguez from tonight going to be on those other ones, cussing people out, acting a fool. So follow the storyline. Follow the storyline.
I'm gonna
follow the storyline.
I would make sure Angel Brinks is not there. Angel Brinks will not
do it.
Good night, y'all.